Hello everyone, welcome to one of the home of stock car racing. It's the Charlotte Motor Speedway and we're here for the Patriot 200. It's a big race today, the second longest on the ANMRA Premier Series schedule, and it's a victory they're all going to want on their resume, a crown jewel so to speak. About the track then. So, the Charlotte Motor Speedway first opened in 1960. It's an old track, it's a classic track, and it's retained quite a lot of its character even through the years. The track sits at 1.5 miles long and features 24 degrees of banking. So that provides some really good side-by-side action that hopefully we will see today. Can't guarantee anything though. Now, with this track, there is a reputation sometimes that these races can be one of attrition. It said 200 miles, 140 laps. Expect to see quite a bit of carnage. Few cars in the wall, maybe some early accidents. Of course, we haven't had any incidents, really, in the last few races. Of course, no cautions for 2 races. But, yeah. So, hopefully we might see a little bit of some of the spills. We'll definitely get the thrills, though. Well, hopefully get the thrills. No speaking too soon. Anyways, enough hanging around. You don't want to hear me talk about nonsense. Let's get to the grid. Pole position then, the Quinton Wells racing car of Mitch Johnson. First career pole, and a surprise pole. I don't think many people suspected him up to be that high up the grid. But he'll be starting from pole alongside William Starman in second. It's a good run for Sage Motorsports with their second car. They, of course, do have 3 cars, but Kenneth Robinson will line up in third alongside another Quinton Wells racing car, this time of Martin Arison, a race winner in Atlanta. He lines up 4th. It's Ava Valyak in 5th. She's alongside someone she's very well acquainted with, Michael Teller. Really good battle between them two. So Teller will line up in 6th. It's Camilla Lindberg in 7th. A really good qualifying for her. Surprise one. She's alongside Johnny Carpentier Panizzi in 8th. Our championship leader Andrew Mondragon is 9th. Alongside Ratko Betez in 10th. Of course, pole sitter in Atlanta. But no top 10s yet, I believe. So it's counting on a good result here. 11th is going to Keith McHugh in that Irish coloured car for the Patriot 200. He's alongside Kenny Dixon in 12th. Sonia Nevermind is 13th. Unlucky for some, she's alongside Tyler Jordan, who starts 14th. Marcus Monreal is running a very bright scheme this week. He will line up alongside Alec Vescovy. Behind them, Benjamin Martinez is alongside Javier Talavera. Got some Mexican numbers on that car. Next up, Joe Dolinsky and Kurt Weiss. Both further down the grid than they ideally would have liked. But, well, hopefully we will see those two climb back through the grid. But that is the top 20. Of course, Tom will not be here to assist me with commentary this week. So, for once, I'll be doing the cars outside the top 20. So Carl Sherman will line up alongside Logan Wilkie. Noah Cataneo, disappointing qualifying. He finds himself down with Johan Stromstad. Next up, Carl Ellison will line up alongside Joseph Clark. With them two ahead of Clark's teammate, Tyler Novak Jr., who's had a rough season. He lines up alongside Austin Rhodes, currently 2nd in the championship. But he's not ever had a good qualifying yet. He just seems to get those good runs. Pole sitter last time out, Brandon Reeves, finds himself way down the order. He's alongside Megami Aleskene. They are ahead of Bobby Elliott Jr., who lines up in 31st, alongside Franco Nazario Espinazona in 32nd. And rounding out the grid, we had Eric Lehrman in that part-time 16 car, alongside Adrian Fraser in the 35. Well, command's going to be coming shortly, so I'll go quiet. Here we go, the engines are fired up. You can see the flames coming out of those exhausts. Excitement starting to build now. Well, as I said, we have 140 laps ahead of us. I'm going to be solo commentating on this race. This is going to be an experience. No one to kill time with if it ends up getting boring. But 140 laps, 200 miles. And we've got 34 drivers eager for a big victory. A crown jewel victory. We've had 2 crown jewel races so far. Both of them won by Andrew Mondragon. Can he add a 3rd stone to his gauntlet here? We'll see. As per usual, we do a pre-race pick, but I don't have anyone to discuss it with here. So for me, my pre-race pick will be William Starman. I believe that 24 has pace, as evidenced by 2 stage cars up in the top 5. But I do feel William Starman just has that bit extra talent to make it work. And I would not be surprised to see him in victory lane. Right, enough chat. Enough waffle, whatever you say. Here we go. In comes the pace car. Mitch Johnson leads the field to the restart zone. And to start this race, it's green flag. It's not the best start for Mitch Johnson. It's very even between the top 2 as we run down to turn 1. Kenneth Robinson having a look in on the inside. 2x2 up front. I think Mitch Johnson's going to preserve his lead as Javier Talavera gets flung up high further back. Now as we come down the back straight for the first time. Full speed down. It's Mitch Johnson leading from Kenneth Robinson, who's actually managed to get down and cover off Johnny Carpentier-Panizzi, who's got to the inside of Eva Voyak. William Starman losing loads of places, getting stuck up high early on. But there is a bit of a gap forming. We've got 2 packs sort of at this stage. But for now, Mitch Johnson's the one out front. Behind him now, Johnny Carpentier-Panizzi. Can Kenneth Robinson do anything to challenge Mitch Johnson in these early stages as we see Andrew Mondragon moving past Camilla Lindberg further behind into turn 3 and 4. Kenneth Robinson looking for a gap. Can he find it? No. Keith McHugh now having a look at Andrew Mondragon further behind. And Carpentier-Panizzi's going to have a look at Kenneth Robinson. What a run he's got to the inside. He can't quite do it and he's got to back off. And that stacks up Eva Voyak behind him. William Starman's fallen completely out of this race. He's so far back. That high side has proved detrimental to the 24. Panizzi, really aggressive move to the inside of Robinson, and he's got it done. Johnny Carpentier-Panizzi moves himself into 2nd place. But the question is for how long? Because here comes Eva Voyak to his inside. We've got 4 different teams in the top 4. Well, not anymore. Andrew Mondragon puts himself right up there. How to turn 2. Eva Voyak's got Panizzi. Voyak up into 2nd. Well, let's see how bad was the damage to Starman, really. Well, not damage. 20th place. 2nd to 20th. I might have jinxed him picking him as my pre-race pick. And he's still getting shuffled back and he's round. William Starman round in the background. Chaos unfolding. He's managed to save it. Oh no, someone hasn't. Johan Stromstad hasn't. And we've got a caution already. Lap 5. Carnage has happened at the back. William Starman lucky to still be in this race, really. He's going to be counting his lucky stars. Awful start. But he's still in the race, and that's what's going to matter to him. As they come through the smoke, Mitch Johnson will take the caution flag as the leader. Perfect first 5 laps from Mitch Johnson. Not a foot wrong so far. He's done absolutely everything he needs to. We'll see if any cars come down pit road. Stromstad was the car that went round. Do we see any visible damage on that car? I'm not sure he's actually hit the wall. It looks like he's got going before he's hit the wall. So, Stromstad could be one lucky boy. Looks like there was a few lucky boys in that accident. Joe Dolinsky's trying to get the field shuffled here. I don't know what's quite going on. They are, in fact, coming down pit road. So this is going to really hurt these guys if Joe Dolinsky finally passes them. But they're going to lose a lot of time, and they're not going to be able to jump these guys on pit road now. Unless someone has a really bad stop. Joe Dolinsky's really just ruined everyone's race. Oh well, everyone's pit stop. Anyways, enough chatter. Let's just get to the pit stops. In comes Mitch Johnson. He needs a good stop. He's fighting Kenneth Robinson here, really. Let's see how they're doing. Robinson, Johnson, both got those tyres done. Valyak only doing 2 tyres. So Mitch Johnson, Mondragon had a very good stop. He moves himself up into 2nd place. Kenneth Robinson's 3rd. Teller's up into 5th as Valyak's 4th. Not a good stop for Carpentier Panizzi. Worrying moments here for William Starman. They need to get that 24 off pit road quickly. And they're not going to. In fact, they're doing a 4-tyre stop on the 24. Now that's interesting. Of course, he was in the slide. So William Starman is going to have the freshest tyres of anybody, I think, here. But he is going to put him right at the back of this pack. Which Johan Stromstead, I'd imagine, also would have taken those. Let's have a look now at the incident quickly before we go green. Stromstead took 2. So Starman looks to be the only car to have taken 4 tyres here. Right, let's see what happened. We have a helicopter cam footage of it. Stromstad. Oh, that's just silly. His own making. He's the one that's lost out the most. Very lucky no one's got in the wall from this incident. Incredibly lucky. If we'll look at it again in slow motion. Starman's high. Looks like Stromstad just gets tight. Starman sort of holding his line. Yeah, he's held his line. Stromstad just comes up and swigs Starman down and then collides with Carl Ellison. Stromstad, very lucky he doesn't get collected in this. Completely out of control of his car. But he's still in the race. Starman's still in the race. And Ellison's still in the race. In fact, I don't think anyone's actually got major damage from that. So I think the entire field is still completely healthy. Espinazola did not pit. Okay. Now that's interesting. So that 38 team are prioritizing track position more than anything, whereas the 24 team have prioritized fresh tyres more than anything. We've got differing strategies early on in this race. It'd be interesting to know how much fuel everyone's taken, because they can't really put much fuel in. But Franco Nazario Espinazola is now the leader of the Patriot 200. Can he do anything from here? Because he's going to be a much older, well, not even much older rubber. It's only going to be about 5 laps older rubber. Well, we'll see how 5 lap fresher tyres are going to... Even then, it's only 2 lap fresher. Oh, sorry, it's not 2 lap. 5 lap fresher tyres, but they only took it on one side, the cars that came mostly just down for 2 tyres. Where Starman came down for 4, Espinazola's got none. It does also mean Espinazola has slightly less fuel than the rest of the field. Whereas the others we would now expect to probably be between laps 75 to 80 they need to pit. Actually, what this stop does means it's a one-stop race for the rest of the field. Whereas for Espinazola, he might need to make a second stop. But we will see. Anyways, Espinazola will lead the field through turn 3 and 4 as the pace car gets ready to pull down pit road. I don't think he expected to be in his position today, but they've gone for a strategy gamble early on. Maybe track position's worth it. There are probably going to be more cautions here. But if everyone else needs to pit when he does, this will work brilliantly. Here we go then. Pace car's in. Espinazola leads the field to the restart zone. And we're green again in Charlotte. And it's a really poor start for Franco Espinazola. Immediately, Mitch Johnson's hanging on that high side. So much more grip on the fresher tyres. Can he do anything as Espinazola gets the great run on the inside? Out of turn 2 we come. And down the back straightaway. It looks like Andrew Mondragon wants to get another fight. Espinozola hits Mitch Johnson. There's contact fighting for the lead. Mitch Johnson's flung up the track by it, and Andrew Mondragon slides into the lead of the race. Espinozola, poor move really. Well, it's fair, aggressive, but he looks to have done himself and Mitch Johnson over. So now Espinozola falls behind Ava Valyak, and it's a 1-2 for Venturia. So we come out of turn 3. Everyone is... Oh, it's a big gaggle behind. Mitch Johnson has really lost out. Keith McHugh forced up high. Espinozola slots into third. Kenny Dixon's all the way up the field. Could this be what the track position was for? I don't know, but Kenny Dixon, Espinozola's teammate, is getting involved in this now. Is there still 3 wide? 4 wide it looks like nearly at points. Oh, Carpentier Panizzi contact with Kenneth Robinson. 4 wide. Don't know what's going on. This is very, very close right now. Anyways, contact between Austin Rhodes and Michael Teller. I don't even know what to say right now. So much is happening at this stage in the race. We've got to move. Sonia Nevermind going to try and pass Espinozola for P3. And that's a really easy move. Espinozola's not got the tyre grip that everyone else has. And Joe Dolinsky looks like he might follow his way through here. Cars all in one big gaggle behind us. Ava Valyak and Andrew Mondragon are tussling for the lead out front. Johnny Carpentier Panizzi's the next to slide through on Espinozola. I don't think his gamble's working out here. That car looks very slow. And now his own teammate is coming up on him. Can Kenny Dixon get past his teammate as they come down into turn 1? Espinozola very high. He just can't keep it on the line with everyone else. He's struggling in this phase of the race. He's really struggling in this phase of the race. Mitch Johnson's already found himself down with William Starman. So our front row starters way down the order. Look who's up in 10th place already. It's Austin Rhodes. Incredible. How does he keep doing it? I don't know. But Austin Rhodes finds himself high up the field. Kenny Dixon and Kenneth Robinson. Battle of the Kens. They're fighting it out for 6th place. It'll be a really good run for Kenny Dixon if they can keep this car this high up the field. But he is going to have to concede a position now, it looks like. As through goes Kenneth Robinson. And now Espinozola is going to get to fight his teammate who's on fresher tyres. Let's see how Espinozola can do. Can he hang it on the inside as we come into turn 1 and 2? Yes, he can. Can he fight it? No, he can't. His teammate, Kenny Dixon, such a good run off the high side. And now it's going to be 3 wide as we head down to turn 3, sorry. Through they come, and there's contact between Noah Cataneo and Espinozola, and there's contact. Oh my word, I don't know what's going on. And there's 3 wide for the lead. Joe Dolinsky alongside Ava Valyak against Venturia, 3 wide for the lead. And Joe Dolinsky takes the lead of the Patriot 200. All this fighting has led to just sort of some groups being formed now. The field is starting to spread out into just sections, really. Joe Dolinsky powers away in the lead. Brilliant work from Dolinsky. Great restart. And now on lap 18, Joe Dolinsky finds himself in command of the Patriot 200. Austin Rhodes is the next car to be shuffled up high. William Starman really hasn't made those fresh tyres work yet. He's made up places, but he just seems kind of stuck as Racco Betez all the way down the back as well. These restarts shuffle the field up so much. And so much drama happening early on in this race. We've had a caution, we've had passes, and we've got another fight for the lead, it looks like, as here comes Sonia Nevermind hunting down Joe Dolinsky. The two of them are starting to break away from the others behind them. Is Nevermind going to go for it? Yes, she is, into turn 3. Side by side through the corner. It's a really good run from Joe Dolinsky on that high side. So we come now down towards the line. Dolinsky's holding on. Side by side into turn 1. Sonia Nevermind got a really good run on the inside. Can Dolinsky fight back? No, he can't, I don't think. Nope, he cannot. Yes, he can. He's just managed to keep the hood of that car just in there. But no, he can't. He's really messed up the corner way too high. And through goes Sonia Nevermind into the lead of the race. But for how long? Here comes Panizzi as they touch again. So much contact in this race. There's going to be another caution soon if they keep this up. But breathe as Johnny Carpentier Panizzi moves into the lead of the Patriot 200. I need a moment to breathe in this race. This has been too much too early for me. Way too much. Nevermind is not giving in. She sees a chance to take this lead back from Carpentier Panizzi. I just need a couple moments. Have a sip of water and process this. Dear Lord. Right. Nevermind. Seems content to maybe sit behind JCP for a few laps now. She's kind of taking a slightly different line to the Ford. Kenneth Robinson looming in the shadows as these guys fight out front. Let's see what Nevermind does. Oh, she looks so much quicker than JCP. That 21 car looks quick, but that 55 looks so much quicker now. Kenny Dixon's found himself down with William Starman. Dixon was up in about 6, not even 10 laps ago. The positions this race is forever changing. Do we have any lapped cars? Adrian Fraser will cross the line now. Oh, there's actually side by side for the lead. Here comes Sonia Nevermind. Where did that come from? Nevermind sees an opportunity here. She's going to go to the inside of JCP, and that's going to put Sonia Nevermind back into the lead of the Patriot 200. Clean, calm, cautious moves from both. But Carpentier Panizzi's not hanging about. He sees an opportunity on the inside, and he's put Nevermind up the track again. It's allowing him to get that inside run. But here comes Nevermind off the high side. She gets a good run, but what a run it's been for the 21 on the inside. And that looks like he's got the place secured. Yes, he has, as Nevermind gets forced up high. Can she get down and cover off Mondragon before he sends in a move? Yes, she can. But Mondragon's got a good run. And I don't think you can defend Mondragon for long as we come down to turn 2. Ah, Mondragon's going to sit back patiently and watch. We'll go back looking through the field. What's going on? Noah Cataneo currently in 13th place. Tyler Jordan up in 11th, I believe. Interesting one to watch is William Starman on the freshest tyres of anyone. He's got himself into that top 20 now. What can he do? Now he's getting himself up the field. He just needs to get some clean air. He's struggling to make moves in this race. And Kenny Dixon defending well so far. As Austin Rhodes has really been shuffled back after getting up into the top 10. We go back up to the front. Oh! Well, JCP's back in the lead. These two really cannot stop exchanging places at the moment. Right, lap 28 of 140. Still a long, long way to go in this one. Sonia Nevermind's got a brilliant run out the corner here. Let's see what she can do. Not close enough for a move, I don't think. No, she's going to have to be patient. Joe Dolinsky keeps running a weirdly high line here that I've not really seen anyone else run. But it seems to be working as he's actually caught up, I believe, to Sonia Nevermind that lap. So fair play to Dolinsky for running these higher lines. They're definitely working. Look back through the field. Sort of spreading out now in the higher positions. Getting close to contact between some of these guys. Michael Teller looking at Mitch Johnson. Mitch Johnson finds himself down in 13th. Oh, fair play to William Starman. Those fresh tyres are working. He's already got himself up to 18th now. He might be actually one of the fastest guys on track when in clean air. But we won't really know. Interesting fight we've got here. Interesting strategy. Most cars have gone for the same... Oh, Nevermind's actually lost places. And Dolinsky's still running that high line. He's making it work up there. And he's enjoying it. We thought the low line was the fastest one, but Dolinsky's obviously... No, now he comes down low. Interesting. Well, Johnny Carpentier-Panizzi and Back Row Racing get a moment to breathe out front now. It's that 21 car. But look at again, Dolinsky once again using that high line to get the run off the corner. But it's not worked this time, and Nevermind striking right back on the number 12. So we come down to turn 1. Can Nevermind get it done? No, look at the run that he gets on the high side. And Andrew Mondragon suddenly brought himself into the fight now. A really good run on the inside. Nevermind probably could have run much faster, judging by that number 4's pace. But he's decided to go high. Lots of cars deciding to go higher. We're seeing multi-groove racing really at this point of the race. And they're still side by side for a full lap. Can Nevermind get it done this time? She's got a much better run on that inside. But Dolinsky's not going to give it up on the outside. Side by side, down the back straight. I think Sonia Nevermind might have the move done this time. In we come. Nevermind has got herself clear, I believe. Yes, she has. So Sonia Nevermind moves herself back up into second place. But Dolinsky's not giving up. What a battle between these two. Brilliant. It's Pepsi versus Coke. And Dolinsky takes second back. Incredible fight. But Nevermind's back to his inside. But Nevermind can't do it, and Dolinsky, using that high side, keeps second place. Is Nevermind going to go for it again down at turn 1? Not this time. Cautions. We'll look back through the field. William Starman's really climbing up the field now. Okay. Starman up into 12th. Make that 11th here, maybe. He gets a good run off the corner, side by side with Javier Talavera. That 41's keeping it as Marcus Monreal's making a move on Keith McHugh. Starman moves himself up into 11th place as Monreal also passes McHugh ahead. And Vescovy defending from Michael Teller behind. Austin Rhodes fighting Kenny Dixon. Is that another move for Starman here on those fresher tyres? It looks like it could be. And it is. William Starman has just taken, I believe, a position that will move him into the top 10. He's fast. He's bad fast. And using that high side, he looks quicker than Keith McHugh off the corner. No, he isn't. Keith McHugh manages to hang in there. So McHugh's got pace. Can he still fight William Starman as we come down to... yes, he can. No, he can't. Here comes Starman on that high side. What a run. Brilliant run off the high side, and using the draft of his teammate, William Starman has cleared Keith McHugh. So that was a brilliant fight. And I look away from the fight here for one moment. Kenneth Robinson's in it. Ava Varek's past Sonia Nevermind. Earth is going on out front. But more importantly, Joe Dolinsky has reeled in Johnny Carpentier-Panizzi somewhat. We could be seeing a fight for the lead soon. How far back is Starman? 5.6 seconds. See how this gap changes throughout the laps. Now that Starman has got himself some form of clean air, be more so if he can pass his teammate. Sonia Nevermind really aggressive today. In fact, already Starman has actually pulled a 10th on Carpentier-Panizzi. So Starman's the fastest man on track right now with those fresh tyres. Was it worth it? I think it was worth it. Sonia Nevermind moves herself back up into third. Joe Dolinsky continues to close that gap on the Carpentier-Panizzi. Emma Varek's going to be shuffled down another position. And it's Kenneth Robinson once again. He sat back patient. And it seems like he might be getting his reward now as he moves himself into 4th place. Should get this done into turn 3 and 4. Yes, he will. And it's Andrew Mondragon is actually going to force his own teammate up to keep that high line. And Mondragon moves himself up into the top 5. Well, Not a good lap for Eva Volyak. We look further behind. Tyler Jordan's still defending from Martin Harrison, who just can't get the move done on him. Starman actually set a very similar lap to Carpentier Panizzi that time, so JCP looks like he has some good pace at this stage in the race. But race seems to have calmed down after the early chaos, spreading out. We now look like we've got a fight for the win. Johnny Carpentier Panizzi versus Joe Dolinsky. Where is Ratko Betes? Ratko Betes is 14th, so he's climbing back through the field after losing a lot of ground. But he's taking his time with it. We've got under 100 laps to go now, actually. I forgot to mention that. Anyways, focusing on this fight up front. Jodolinsky can't find a gap to make a move just yet. He's trying his hardest. He sees a gap. He's going to go for it. Contact between Panizzi and Joe Dolinsky. Side by side down the back straightaway. It's Johnny Carpentier Panizzi versus Joe Dolinsky. Can that 21 fight back on the high side? Yes, he can, it looks like. Side by side out of turn 3 and 4. Down to the line. Imagine if that was the finish. Whew. So close across the line. But Joe Dolinsky looks like he's got it done as they come down into turn 1. And Joe Dolinsky once again leads here at Charlotte. Actually, not once again, sorry. That's the first time he's led, I think, today. Oh, no, I think he might have led 1 or 2. I can't remember. But it's the first time he's properly consolidated his leaders. He's put a bit of a gap now between him and Carpentier Panizzi. Further back, Andrew Mondragon has put himself up into 4th place. Sonia Nevermind's kind of running her own race in the middle of nowhere at the moment. William Starman, meanwhile, has passed Marcus Monreal to continue his charge forwards through the field. That was a really smart call to take 4 tyres at the stop. And like the driver who took no tyres at the stops. Let's see where he is. All the way down in 27th. Basically where Starman was at the restart. It was a poor decision, it seems, from Espinazola. They made the gamble and they have gained effectively nothing from it. Looks like they were maybe just banking on another caution, but it has not happened. They've actually got a 3-car backmarker fight that the leaders are actually catching up on. That could make this race very interesting. So, Dolinsky leads. Carpentier Panizzi behind. Eva Valyak and Kenneth Robinson are fighting further down the field. And Volyak will take 5th place from Kenneth Robinson. Kenneth Robinson sort of having one of his best races of the season so far, I'd say. He did well in Daytona, but he's had a pretty quiet season since then. But a good run here could rejuvenate his hunt to get in the chase. Let's check no engine failures, no mechanical problems just yet. As Joe Dolinsky has checked out now. He's running away up front. They are sort of trying to run different grooves here slightly. But here we go. We have a fight. William Starman, one of the fastest men on track. I think Joe Dolinsky might actually be the fastest man, actually. So fair play to Joe Dolinsky. He is lightning quick at the moment. But here comes William Starman. Is he going to go for the move on Martin Harrison here? Not yet. He runs a slightly higher line, I think, now cuts down. And I think, oh no, he got too close. He had to back out. Smart defending from Martin Harrison. And Harrison's going to keep the place for this lap. Good work from Martin Harrison. Joe Dolinsky still controlling the lead of this race. This is inviting Marcus Monreal close to this fight. Here we come down the back straight. What does Starman have that Harrison doesn't? Starman running that high side to try and get the run off the corner, but it's not worked. He couldn't get the grip. And Harrison controls the position for now. good work. Further down the order, actually, we've got Mitch Johnson, our pole sitter. Now, we've had a trend this season that every pole sitter has not managed to finish in the top 15 yet. Martin Harrison currently sits in 15th place, but the question is... Mitch Johnson, currently sits in 15th place. The question is, for how long, with Noah Cataneo looking eager to take that place right behind him. Reco Betez still only 14th. That car not got good pace today. Oh, here we go. We've got a move. Starman on the inside of Harrison. Is that the move done? It's already done. Completely clears him so early in the corner. And Starman has picked off another car. He puts himself up into 8th place. Oh boy, I bet he wished he didn't have that start that he had now. That really, really did over his race. But back up front, and Joe Dolinsky still just seems to be controlling it right. Not pushing hard, not going too slow, just keeping that gap where it needs to be. But he does have that group of 3 cars ahead of him to worry about. Could this shake the race up just that tiny bit? We will see. Surprisingly, actually, Starman took 2 attempts out of the lead on that lap. It's funny that we are comparing a car in 8th place to the car in 1st place in terms of lap times, but it just so happens that strategy is playing a role in this one. But I don't think Starman's really in the fight yet. We'll see what happens later on in this one. As we come through, oh, big error there from Johnny Carpentier-Panizzi, gets a bit high. It's inviting Sonia Nevermind to maybe start closing this gap just a little bit. We'll see what the gaps are across the line. Oh no, they're pretty much the same. In fact, I think Joe Dolinsky is actually slowing up a little bit to take it easier. Nice and spaced out. And already Starman's getting on to his next victim. Because we've actually got action behind already. Marcus Monreal looks like he wants to get a move done on Martin Harrison. He's going to choose the high line to get the run through and off the corner, and it seems to have worked a lot better than it did for his teammate. Great run off the corner for Marcus Monreal. Can he get the move into the corner? Looks like he's too far back, and he is just too far back this time. Watch them come through the next corner. No, Marcus Monreal just doesn't have the pace right now to line up a move on Martin Harrison. He's using that high side more and more. We are seeing some slightly different grooves run here, which is nice to see for once. It's not a one-line race, but the move is not on the cards just yet for Marcus Monreal. Oh, he's got very close to the rear of that 27. This could be the chance for the move here. Oh, he had to back out, similarly to what Harrison did to Starman. He's done it again to his Starman's teammate, and it's worked wonders again as it stops that number 15 from getting a move done. It's a smart play from Martin Harrison. Really good defense out here. Oh, here we go. First lap traffic is about to be hit this race. Joe Dolinsky has reached Adrian Fraser, Eric Lehrman, and Bobby Elliott running at the back of this field. Sonia Nevermind is actually looking to try and size up a move on Panizzi. Dolinsky has to be somewhat careful going through this. He can't take any risks, not when he's controlled this race so well. The top 3 are 3 seconds clear of the next cars, so they don't have to worry. Adrian Fraser cleared easily. Great work there from Joe Dolinsky. He made short work of that. We've actually got action in the back, and that's William Starman is now clear of Tyler Jordan. So brilliant work for Starman. His next car has been picked off, and he now moves himself up into 7th place. Next car ahead of him is his teammate Kenneth Robinson. Joe Dolinsky has cleared Eric Lehrman, and he's going to clear Bobby Elliott before the Carpentier-Panizzi has even hit Fraser. So traffic no issue for Joe Dolinsky, but it is an issue for these two. Carpentier-Panizzi blocked by Adrian Fraser. Is he going to go for the move here? Yes, he is. Can he get clear though? Because Eric Lehrman's going to come down before the corner. Lehrman's down and they're going to get blocked again, it looks like. Huge let off for Joe Dolinsky. Brilliant work in traffic. And Dolinsky's going to start to run away with this out front now. Sonia Nevermind finally clears Adrian Fraser. And Sonia Nevermind gets to the inside of Johnny Carpentier-Panizzi. As they come through the corner. Oh, they're getting so close to Eric Lehrman. And Panizzi is just kind of stuck up high. As they come down into the corner, Adrian Fraser makes contact with JCP. And JCP is the big loser in this. And now finds himself trapped between the lapped cars. He goes around there outside now. Finally should be able to clear them here, which he does. But he's now lost second. Sonia Nevermind moves into second place. Can she now do anything to try and catch Joe Dolinsky, who now has a over 1 second gap ahead due to some smart moves in traffic? Oh, that looks like, I think it was Eric Lehrman got up into the wall slightly, but he's running okay. Fair enough. Seems fine for now. Anyways, so Joe Dolinsky leads. We've got some much more traffic down the road once he hits it. See how Joe Dolinsky fares with that. But we aren't. I think we're about 10 laps away for some pit stops in this race. Everyone's still running. Yes, no issues. William Starman has actually cleared his teammate already, and he's looking to try and clear Eva Volyak next. So Starman is already on the brink of the top 5 as the two back markers are still dueling up ahead. We'll give them some screen time. They probably don't get to be seen on screen much. Adrian Fraser fighting Eric Lehrman. Lehrman gets it done around the outside, I think. How long have these guys been side by side for? I honestly can't remember. Fraser looks like he might get this move done now. Can he? Yes, he can. Adrian Fraser moves himself up into, I believe, 33rd. Ooh. Bit close to the wall there for Eva Volya. William Starman. Just Jaws music whenever he comes up behind someone today. Really good drive on those fresh tyres. Can't get it done once again. Has to back out due to his overspeed. And go up front. Joe Dolinsky's pulling away even more. This man is in a league of his own. But the pit stops will be soon. And as of right now, it looks like we're going to be getting some green flag pit stops. As Starman picks off his next victim, and it's Eva Volyak, and moves himself into the top 5 of this race. He's really been the entertainer today. Andrew Mondragon getting a move done to put a lap on Eric Lehrman. Starman comes off the corner. Can he catch Lehrman before turn 1? Yes, he can. Yes, he will. So Starman will put a lap on Eric Lehrman now. As Adrian Fraser gets a little bit held up behind Bobby Elliott, it looks like. But he's going to go to get this move done. As Starman now clears Adrian Fraser behind. And in fact, we've got some action between Tyler Jordan and Kenneth Robinson as they scrap for 7th place. And Tyler Jordan's going to get the place. But seemingly out of nowhere, Tyler Jordan just managed to stick with Starman. As we've got a car going low. Contact, I think, between someone and someone. I think Adrian Fraser made contact with Eric Lehrman, but he's managed to save it, so no incident or caution. I think everyone would have been banking on a caution, hoping that he put it in the wall there, but no. Adrian Fraser manages to save it. And now we've got a fight for 4th place. William Starman versus Andrew Mondragon as we start lap 70. Up front, Joe Dolinsky is just continuing to pump in perfect laps. But let's just check. Yep, the fastest lap of the race is in fact Joe Dolinsky's, unsurprisingly. He's just on a mission this race. Andrew Mondragon already having to start going defensive against William Starman. Good fight here as Ava Valyak looking to get through. What is going on with these lap cars back here? Tyler Jordan getting blocked by his teammate. Is he trying to put a lap there? As Marcus Monreal's going for his move on Martin Harrison. That's been brewing for a while. Looks like he's got that done as we'll focus back on this more important fight. Tyler Jordan clears Ava Valyak to move himself into 6th place. Really good run from Tyler Jordan. Here we go. The first cars are down pit road. So the pit window has opened. These were the cars that did not pit, I believe. Well, Carl Sherman did, but he's in. Espinazola is in. We've got Noah Cataneo in. The pit window is very much open. Anyone coming in this lap? Actually, we've got Starman versus Mondragon. We're going to watch this battle. A caution now could be detrimental for anyone that pits early. You have to remember that. Come out of turn 2. Starman really pushing hard. As I think Espinazola, well, not Espinazola, someone's just put it up in the wall back there. Probably Elliot, I believe. Just ran up high into the wall. Oh, we've got a caution. We have a caution. Logan Wilkie's round. It's race over. Effectively for Noah Cataneo, Espinazola, and a few others. Kurt Weiss's engine has gone. Absolute chaos. Oh, Cataneo has an issue. He's properly stuck down pit road. Absolute drama. We've got a caution in the middle of the pit window. So Cataneo is out. Espinazola has been royally screwed over alongside Carl Sherman as they start to shuffle towards the pace car. A race Joe Dolinsky was dominating. Well, fair to say it's been turned on its head. We'll watch what happens as they head down pit road this lap, surely. Johan Stromstad behind. It's brought William Starman back into this race. But he won't have the fresh tyres compared to everyone else here. Right, let's watch what happens down pit road. So the 2 back row racing cars will stay out, but they're not going to be able to get any laps back. They will just be shuffled to the back of the field. Here we go. Starman right down the end of the pit lane. Is it going to be a good stop for him? Who's going to win the race off pit road? They're taking 4 tyres. Joe Dolinsky leads off pit road. Tyler Jordan's had a really good stop. He's gained place. Kenneth Robinson's the big loser on pit road. Does Kenneth Robinson have an issue? No, he's just had a really, really poor stop. Disaster for the 42 team. Big places lost after such a good race for him so far. That is going to be heartbreaking. So Dolinsky leads from Nevermind. Panizzi stays 3rd. Tyler Jordan up to 4th. Starman 5th. Valyak 6th. Monreal is in 7th. Kenneth Robinson's just outside the top 10 now, I believe. 9, 10. I believe Kenneth Robinson is 11th. We'll quickly see what's going on as they cross the line this lap. Assume they won't go green just yet. No, they won't go green. So we'll quickly find Logan Wilkie and see what caused the caution. We saw Wilkie around. We saw Kurt Weiss with an engine failure. What has brought out this sudden caution, which has completely shaken this race up. So out of the corner they come. Contact. Oh, Vescovi's engine goes, and oh dear. Logan Wilkie just is a passenger. He has nowhere to go and careers into the back of him. We need to see this from an onboard shot. So there wasn't contact with Vescovi. His engine just goes and just... oh dear. Well, that certainly is a caution, and that has completely changed the shape of this race. The two two Brown Racing Enterprise cars now find themselves at the front, albeit a lap down. So they will now be shuffled to the back, I believe, when we cross the line. Kurt Weiss is out officially. His camshaft broke, and unfortunately for him, he was then caught up in an incident as a result of it. But here we go. So the Brown Racing Enterprise cars get out of the way. The lapped cars let the field through. And now we've got a fight to the end of this one. Oh boy. I'm looking forward to this. This is going to be an exciting climax to this race. Oh, man. Delinsky looks the class of the field at the moment. But with how this race has been, I would not put it past anyone in this top 10 from winning this race. Delinsky has been the inside has been unstoppable on restarts so far this race. Both the inside led on the first lap, both on the restart and the start. Here we go though. Joe Delinsky for the first time is going to lead the field to green. He's got Sonia Nevermind on his outside. He's got Johnny Carpentier-Panizzi behind him on the inside. It's going to be exciting. Here we go. The pace car pulls down pit road. Lap 78, soon to be lap 79. Joe Delinsky leads us to the restart zone. And we're racing again in Charlotte. And Delinsky's not got a good start. Sonia Nevermind takes the lead at Charlotte. Sonia Nevermind leads the Patriot 200. It was a brilliant restart from Nevermind. And Delinsky suddenly has work to do. Starman moves up into fourth as Tyler Jordan shuffled back. Javier Talavera to the inside of Monreal. Can he get it to stick? No, he can't. Here we go. Delinsky hunting down Sonia Nevermind to fight for the lead of this race late on. The field is all punched up again. Expect the unexpected. Expect chaos. Joe Delinsky wants to take the lead of this race. The top four are breaking away already. Looks like Monreal was able to cover off Talavera for now. He's able to keep him behind. Can Talavera go for the move into this corner? Here we go. Delinsky goes on Nevermind. Starman goes on Panizzi. They're both going to go through. Starman's alongside Sonia Nevermind now. Can William Starman at one point down right at the back of the field move himself into second place in this race? Here we go. Through turn 2. William Starman's into second. Can he hunt down Joe Delinsky? Delinsky's been the class at the field. Can anyone stop him though? Delinsky already putting a bit of space between him and the rest of the field. Here we go. Carpentier-Panizzi gets really close to Nevermind as they come out of the corner. Raka Betez has had a really good restart. Betez, I believe, is on the fringe of the top 10 now. Here we go. Yes, oh, we've got another caution. Car round. It's Carl Ellison again. Carl Ellison is round. Oh boy. We've got a race back to the flag here, it looks like. And it's going to be Joe Delinsky who leads the field. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. What has happened here? So Carl Ellison, for the second time today, has gone round. And that has completely altered the entire face of this race again. But once again, Joe Dolinsky will be the one leading us to green. Unless anyone comes down pit road, but surely not now. Everyone can make the end of this race. We know that for certain. Oh, here we go. Will anyone pit? None of the top 5 are coming down pit road. The field behind them is busy trying to organise the order. Because Javier Talavera needs to pass Tyler Jordan. Tyler Jordan isn't quite budging at the moment. There we go. Now the field can finally get going again. Tyler Jordan actually somehow made up a bunch of places he should not have had. There we go. Eva Valak also giving up positions. Radko Betes now finds himself in 9th, so fantastic recovery from him. So go back up the field. So Joe Dolinsky leads, no one down pit road. Right. What happened to Carl Ellison? All we saw was his car backwards once again today. Oh, right drama at the back of the field. So here we go. Through turn 4. No, Cataneo unlapping himself. Eric Lehrman just... Oh, it's just a... Oh, dear. Eric Lehrman just understeers slightly, gets tight on exit. And round goes Carl Ellison. Once again, kept... Well, not really once again, but he keeps it out the wall. We'll see if we have a helicopter shot of this. Ellison just slows up. Lehrman gets high and they just converge all in on each other. And round goes Ellison. Contact with the 16. Might be some damage on the rear of a car that has not had a good day. Carl Ellison probably can't wait for this one to be over. I'd be interested to see this from the onboard of Tyler Novak Jr. though. Let's see here. To come through the corner. You just see Ellison just slows up really a lot and it's just all converging in on each other. Tyler Novak Jr. just straight through the grass and keeps it going. Good man. But, as we said, all this does is resets the playing field once again. So Joe Dolinsky did all the good work to get back to the lead. Now finds himself having to do it all again. Can he hold off William Starman? Can Starman get ahead of him? So for the first time, we really saw a bad restart on the inside line. Dolinsky's going to have that in the back of his head now. He's already had one bad restart. And he knows on the inside now is Sonia Nevermind, who won't be afraid to put it up the inside. But Starman also knows, having been on that high side once already in this row, and he was shuffled back all the way to 20th, and then he was caught up in that first incident. And now, well, now he finds himself in that same position again, just with a whole lot less laps to go. Here we go. The lights are off the pace car. We're going to be going again. I'm losing my voice. What on earth is going to happen to finish this race? Whew. Man, oh man. Well, all I will say is Dolinsky seems to be imperious once he puts a bit of a gap between him and the cars behind. He's led the most laps by far today. He knows how to control this race. Starman knows how to pass this race, but we haven't seen Starman properly in on equal tyres yet. So we'll see how Starman fares if we can actually get a bit of a green flag run going here. This race has every possibility to turn into a bit of a wreckfest at the end. As I said earlier, cautions breed cautions. And we're starting to see the evidence of that. Right, here we go. In comes the pace car. The two faces of this race now, side by side. Into the restart zone. Joe Dolinsky leads. Green flag. It's a bad restart for Joe Dolinsky again. Good restart for William Starman compared to his start of the race. Can Starman clear Dolinsky through turn 1? No, he can't. As Kenneth Robinson's forced up high. Starman and Dolinsky side by side out of turn 2. They're about 3-4 wide further back in the field. It's Dolinsky versus Starman as they come up into turn 3. And Dolinsky looks like he's got it done. Yes, he has. So Joe Dolinsky keeps the lead of the race. So we come back down to the line. Dolinsky leads from Nevermind now. Can Starman get to that inside line? He does not like the high side here. No, he can't. His teammate's the one stopping him. So Dolinsky has his main threat out of the way here. As there's contact further back. Robinson, Benjamin Martinez, they both survive. Just. Still green. No big incidents. We're still green. Out of turn 4 we come. Monreal and Starman still side by side. They're not working together very well here. As Arison gets the inside, and that could be detrimental to Starman's race. Arison puts himself into third. And suddenly William Starman's no longer a contender in this. Stuck up on the high side. It's Joe Dolinsky versus Sonia Nevermind to win here in Charlotte. Dolinsky controlling. Starman stuck high. Arison third. That high side is the worst place you can restart on. And look, it's Andrew Mondragon's back up here. It's happened again. William Starman's going to find himself down probably in about 20th place in this race. How has it happened again? But we've got to fight for the win. Here we go. Sonia Nevermind closing. Desperately trying to do something to get past Joe Dolinsky. Can she do anything? Not yet. Not yet. Martin Arison just does not have the pace to contend. In fact, the cars who did have the pace have all been shuffled back now. It's just a straight fight between the top two. As Monreal and Starman both still stuck up high. Someone else was stuck up high. I can't remember who it was. But everyone who's been stuck up high has just been shuffled down the entire order here. Starman finally able to get back to the inside. But now he finds himself down in 10th and with work to do. And look who's on the fringe of the top 5. Make it the top 5. Racco Bettes is back in this race. Sonia Nevermind is giving it her everything to just close in and fight Joe Dolinsky. It's so close here. Is this her chance to go for a move? It is her chance. Sonia Nevermind to the inside of Joe Dolinsky into turn 1. Side by side through turn 2. Dolinsky's holding it on that high side. Can he get a run off the corner? Down the back straight away we come. No, he can't. He's not got the good run. And here we go into turn 3 and 4. Sonia Nevermind leads in Charlotte. Brilliant work. Brilliant work. But we've got more action further back. Andrew Mondragon, the championship leader, alongside Martin Arison now. Can he take it? Dolinsky's fighting back on the high side, but his teammate Mondragon looks to be putting himself into contention here. Side by side with Arison down the back straight. Can Arison do anything? Yes, he can. He's got a great run, but Mondragon's fighting it on that inside line. Mondragon clears him. So Andrew Mondragon puts himself into the top 5 again, into third now. Look who's back. William Starman's back in the fight. And look who's in 5th. It's Keith McHugh. I don't think we've mentioned him at all this race. But now here he is in the top 5 at the end of it. Oh, what a finish to this race we are having. Absolute carnage. Racobetes got shuffled up high and he's found himself losing position after position. Anyways, the battle for the win continues. And here comes Andrew Mondragon, a man who was never, ever in contention to win this race, has turned it up to the notch at the end again. I cannot even think of words anymore. What has this race been? We've still got more than 40 laps to go in this thing. Oh, I need a breather. Here comes Andrew Mondragon. Dolinsky dominated, but it's the closer coming back again, and Andrew Mondragon squeezing his way through on the inside. Can he take it? Not quite. Down the back straightaway, we come side by side. Here we go. Andrew Mondragon alongside and through. Andrew Mondragon's into second place. Andrew Mondragon is into second place. Could this be 3 wins in 4? Simply incredible. What a drive. I'm losing my voice during this race. This has been an instant classic. This is going to be remembered for season after season. Andrew Mondragon goes high. He's made an error. Can he make it work though? Here comes Dolinsky. He's getting involved. Here comes Arison. He's getting involved. Here comes McHugh and Starman. They're getting involved. In fact, Starman's going to get involved on McHugh to the inside of the other Chevrolet. And William Starman is going to move himself up into 5th place. Can he hold off Keith McHugh? Side by side down the back straightaway. He's got it. William Starman's into the top 5 again. And high goes Arison. He's going to be slow, and that's going to bring William Starman into this fight. But Andrew Mondragon is still fighting to win this. Nobody in their right mind would have predicted Andrew Mondragon to win 2 of the first 3 races. 2 crown jewel races, no less. Well, here we are. 40 laps to go at Charlotte, but he's made an error. And in comes Joe Dolinsky on his inside. And Dolinsky's going to slide through. Can he get ahead of his teammate? It's a Venturia civil war here at Charlotte. And Dolinsky just can't get past Mondragon. Mondragon's fighting it on the high side. Arison's right up there behind them. This is all helping Arison's teammate, Sonia Nevermind, who leads the race still. Arison's stuck. Can't find a way through on them. William Starman's invited himself to the show. Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Here we go. Joe Dolinsky has cleared Andrew Mondragon, and Mondragon's getting shuffled back now. Arison ahead of Mondragon. They've fought each other already this season. Titanic battle last time out at Darlington. Is it going to be another one here? Yes, maybe not, because William Starman's already through on Andrew Mondragon. Incredible. Arison fighting Joe Dolinsky. I don't think we ever thought this was going to happen today. After seeing Arison down in about 8th, struggling for pace, and Joe Dolinsky out in front dominating this. All it took was one engine failure to forever alter the trajectory of this race. But here we are. And suddenly, Martin Arison has a potential to win this race. Here we come. Out of turn 4. Contact between Starman and Mondragon. Chaos unfolding. Starman's able to block Mondragon. Mondragon can't find a way through. And Starman survives another scare out of turn 4 this race. But here comes Mondragon. He's so quick. He's not conceding this place. He wants to stay in the fight for the win. As Arison now hunting down his own teammate. Starman's forced up high. Mondragon's through. So too comes Keith McHugh. He's also through. And Ava Valyak might also be able to pass Starman here. We've got bumping. We've got racing. What on earth is going on at the end of this race? Can Arison close in past Nevermind and take his 2nd victory of the season? I don't know. I don't know what's going on anymore. I am feeling lightheaded having to commentate over this race. But high up they go. Starman's back on the inside of Keith McHugh. This is a chaotic finish to this race. But Keith McHugh gets one hell of a run. And here comes Andrew Mondragon on Joe Dolinsky. Dolinsky's going to try and fight it to the inside. Can he hold it? No! Dolinsky on the outside. Through comes Mondragon, but Dolinsky's going to fight on that high side now. Oh, through goes Andrew Mondragon into third place. Keith McHugh, Starman both running higher lines. And that's inviting Ava Volyak into this fight now. Michael Teller, I don't think we've even mentioned him in the latter stages of this race. He's invited himself along. Well, Mitch Johnson, the pole sitter, is up to 9th after being invisible down at about 15th from lower for the majority of this race. He's back in contention. And Andrew Mondragon's got another move coming. This time, it's on his rival, Martin Arison. Side by side, Arison holds on. Mondragon can't take it. Oh, I need a breather. But I'm not getting a breather. This is a hard race to solo commentate on. Tom, what are you missing? How have you chosen not to commentate this race? Oh my word. Here comes Arison. Can he close in? No. Can Volyak pass Starman? Yes, she can. So Ava Volyak is going to get the move done on William Starman. Look who's in the fight now. It's Keith McHugh. Keith McHugh alongside Joe Dolinsky. He's got Joe Dolinsky up the track. Through comes Keith McHugh. Can he do it? I don't know. Keith McHugh is side by side with Joe Dolinsky. And I think he's going to get it done. Down into turn 3 we come. Through goes Keith McHugh. But here comes Ava Volyak to McHugh's inside. Is McHugh going to cover it? He's safe, I think. McHugh. Here comes Starman on Joe Dolinsky. It's all gone wrong for the man who almost has dominated this race from start to finish. He's finding himself on the brink of dropping out the top 10. William Starman now closing in on Ava Volyak. Keith McHugh. Could Keith McHugh win this race? Here comes Andrew Mondragon again on Martin Arison. These two are having a titanic rivalry this season. And through goes Andrew Mondragon. He's done it. Andrew Mondragon has moved into second place again. Could he claim his third victory of the season? What a season this has been from Mondragon. Keith McHugh running a slightly higher line. Ava Volyak sitting in behind. Could Keith McHugh win this thing? He's got a brilliant run off the corner. Keith McHugh's in the fight to win this race. Sonia Nevermind could actually pick up quite a lot of laps led here. That could be crucial in the fight for that extra 5 bonus point. But Keith McHugh's in the fight now. Martin Arison side by side with Andrew Mondragon. But Keith McHugh's going to go to the inside of Martin Arison. Arison forced up the track. Arison's going to get a brilliant run off the high side though. But here comes Keith McHugh off the corner. He's right in the fight now. Keith McHugh has turned it up a notch at the end of this race. And he is in contention for an incredible victory. But the top two slightly getting away now. Arison and McHugh fighting. Is Ava Volyak going to do anything here? Not yet. Arison chooses to go the lowest route possible, taking all the track position. But here comes Keith McHugh on the high. No, I don't know what's going on anymore. Ava Volyak's having a look. Keith McHugh's having a look. McHugh, is he going to go for the move? Not yet. Volyak wants to go for the move on McHugh. But here comes Arison on Mondragon again. Oh my word. This is one of the greatest races we are going to see all season, ladies and gentlemen. This is an all-time instant classic. And here comes Arison and Mondragon again. Arison side by side with Mondragon. And through goes Arison. No, Mondragon fights it on the high side. Side by side off the corner. Down the back straightaway. Is Ava Volyak going to try and pass Ava Volyak? No, Keith McHugh, sorry. I don't know. No, but McHugh's going to get alongside Andrew Mondragon. And Keith McHugh could pass Andrew Mondragon here. As William Starman's alongside Ava Volyak. But Ava Volyak gets a good run off the high side. Keith McHugh is fighting for third place. Through comes Keith McHugh on the inside. And he's going to do it. He's going to do it, I think. Keith McHugh, side by side, nearly clear. It's basically clear. It's going to nearly be 3 wide down the back straight behind them as Joe Dolinsky gets to the inside of William Starman, who has to slot in behind Ava Valyak. And Keith McHugh's through. Keith McHugh takes 3rd place. What a race. What a race. What a fight. I'm losing my voice. I'm losing my breath. My head is dizzy. I can't believe what I'm watching unfold in this race. But Keith McHugh is 3rd. Martin Harrison 2nd. But Andrew Mondragon's not going to give up that easily. Mondragon fights back on this inside. Ava Valyak's getting involved in it all. Out of turn 4 we come. Andrew Mondragon back into 3rd place. Ava Valyak's going to take 4th from Keith McHugh. Further back, William Starman being shuffled back by Racco Betes, who's getting involved in this now. So is Michael Teller. Javier Talavera's not far behind. Oh, I am at a loss. I am absolutely at a loss. Here comes Ava Valyak trying to fight back on her teammate Andrew Mondragon as we come through turn 4. She can't quite get it. It's a QWR 1-2. Sonia Nevermind is leading a lot of laps here. This is going to be crucial in the possibility to pick up a most laps led point. What a fight. There are lapped cars down the road. I don't know whether we'll catch them this race. Are the QWR cars fast enough? Oh, sorry, is Martin Harrison fast enough to pass Sonia Nevermind? I don't think so. Harrison could be a very good roadblock to get a victory for Sonia Nevermind here, who could really do with a victory after some really good results so far this season. She's yet to have a trip to victory there. Look who else is in it now. Javier Talavera's actually in the fight now. As William Starman going past Joe Dolinsky on the inside. Michael Teller's ahead of both of them. Who would have predicted that halfway through this race? But William Starman passes Joe Dolinsky and moves himself up into 8th place. Can you believe they're fighting for 8th? Andrew Mondragon, he's not giving up. He wants his 3rd victory of the season. It could happen here. It very well could happen here. Ava Valyak wants her 1st victory. Sonia Nevermind wants her 1st. Keith McHugh and Racco Betes aren't giving up. Racco Betes could win this, you know. He's really turned it up a notch at the end of this race. Really just arrived here. So we've got 3 cars, definitely way quicker than Martin Harrison. So we come down the back straight. Can they get a move done? Sonia Nevermind is just having to do everything she can to just keep that gap to Harrison. Is Mondragon going to go to the inside? Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Contact! Harrison and Mondragon collide. The title rivals. They've battled nearly every race this season, and they make contact. Smoke flies, sparks fly. What a battle we're seeing here for 2nd place. Oh, I feel dizzy. I'm losing my voice. Harrison blocking low, trying to stop Mondragon from getting through. Mondragon's going to try and get through anyway. Right on the back, pushing that 27. He's getting to the inside. Can he get the move done as Racco Betes moves himself into the top 5 now? Andrew Mondragon side by side and clear. Mondragon has the lead of the race. Incredible. Can he catch and pass Sonia Nevermind? Nevermind's slow. Nevermind's high. Andrew Mondragon's right there. Mondragon fighting Sonia Nevermind to win at Charlotte. We've got close cars further back. Dolinsky, Starman still fighting. Keith McHugh, Racco Betes, Michael Teller all in this fight. Dolinsky and Starman fighting themselves and taking themselves out of this battle to win here at Charlotte. Can Andrew Mondragon do anything? They are going to probably hit these lapped cars before the end of this race. That's going to throw a whole other spanner in the work in this. Here we go. Andrew Mondragon. Brilliant run off the corner. Sonia Nevermind gets a good run though. And she's able to preserve that gap that she just so narrowly needs. 1/10 is all that's in it in the fight to win the Patriot 200 as Rako Betes clears Ava Valyak behind. Betes is into 4th. Keith McHugh still lurking in the shadows. Any contact here could change this whole race. Imagine a caution. Imagine if the leaders collide. Andrew Mondragon. Sonia, never mind. This is the moment for Mondragon. Can he get close enough to pass? No, he can't quite do it. The battle continues as Keith McHugh now passes Ava Valyak. I need to breathe. Here we go. This is the moment. Andrew Mondragon to the inside of Sonia Nevermind. He's going to do it. Andrew Mondragon side by side. Nevermind's dominated the end of this race. But it's going to be for naught because Andrew Mondragon takes the lead of the Patriot 200. But Nevermind's going to fight it back. She's not giving up. Mondragon goes up high. And here comes Martin Harrison to the inside of Sonia Nevermind. She was controlling this thing. And it's all gone wrong. She's lost the lead. Now she falls to 3rd. Out of the corner we come. Rako Betes and Keith McHugh come very close. But Andrew Mondragon has a huge lead now. And into turn 1 we go. It's Martin Harrison who's the one in 2nd. Nevermind's going to be shuffled down to, I believe, 4th place. Rako Betes to the inside of Martin Harrison. Oh my, I need to breathe this race. I need to breathe this race. And through goes Rako Betes. Rako Betes. Backward Racing have had such a poor season. And suddenly, Rako Betes is in 2nd place. Here we go. Can Betes close up to Andrew Mondragon? Martin Harrison, the 2 QWR cars, both stuck up high still. Ava Valak forcing them up high. This is allowing Joe Dolinsky and William Starman to sort of close back in on this fight. Here we go. Keith McHugh 3rd. Rako Betes 2nd. Andrew Mondragon 1st. Does this race have anything more in store for us as Andrew Mondragon closes in on the back markers? Can Rako Betes pull off a shock victory after being so far down for a lot of this race? Can Andrew Mondragon pull off a victory, a historical victory? It would be his 3rd victory in 4 races to start this season as Martin Harrison's forced up high further back. Here we go. Lap 132 of 140. Sonia Nevermind makes it 3 wide behind them. What a fight this is. Sonia Nevermind's not giving up on a top 5. Her win has slipped away. The back markers are side by side. Andrew Mondragon's catching at a rapid pace. Keith McHugh's catching on Rako Betes at a rapid pace. Ava Valak's catching on them both. Here we go. This is a race-defining moment for Andrew Mondragon. Can he clear the back markers? Lap 133 of 140. William Starman's got alongside Martin Harrison further back. This could be bad for Mondragon. He does not need them to go side by side. He's got a brilliant run off the high side. Is this his moment? Can he get Carl Ellison into turn 1? Ellison's not had a good race. Mondragon has had a good race. Into turn 1 we go. Yes, he can side by side with Ellison. He's got 1. He has passed 1. Big, big moment for Andrew Mondragon. Out of turn 2. Here comes Rako Betes. He now passes Carl Ellison. Logan Wilkie is the one ahead of Andrew Mondragon now. He's alongside Wilkie, side by side with Wilkie, and he's past Wilkie. Rako Betes, I believe, has closed in somewhat. Can he pass Wilkie? Yes, he forces Wilkie up. And Andrew Mondragon's held by Eric Lehrman. Huge moment as Keith McHugh and Ava Valak are now out of the fight as they're held by Carl Ellison. Ellison has blocked them. Here we go. Rako Betes. This is the closest he's been to Andrew Mondragon this entire race. Across the line now. The gap It has gone up. It's gone up slightly. Andrew Mondragon might have this one in the bag. 5 laps to go in what has been a race for the ages. Rakobetes, can he do anything to stop Andrew Mondragon's chokehold on the 2024 championship so far? William Starman and Sonia Nevermind fighting further back. Keith McHugh trying to get through the lap cars with Ava Valek right on his tail. Andrew Mondragon's extending the gap behind. They're held by Eric Lehrman. Here we go. Joe Dolinsky's closing in on this fight. Chaos at the end of this race with lapped traffic. Keith McHugh's going to cover off Ava Valek with a late block to be able to pass Eric Lehrman. He's going to get through. Martin Harrison's forced up a little bit high further back. Joe Dolinsky clearing Eric Lehrman. He's in the fight now to take 3rd place. If he can just clear Lehrman into turn 1, which I'm sure he'll be able to do as he gets alongside. Rakobetes has closed the gap ever so slightly, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. It's lap 138 now. Through turn 3 and 4, Andrew Mondragon, a win that I don't think a single person was going to be predicting at the halfway point of this race. When he crosses the line now, it's 2 to go. All he wants to see is that white flag to signal the final lap of this race. Here we go. Carnage behind the lap car. And I think William Starman's about to lose out to Tyler Jordan, who's found his way up into the top 10. Here we go up front. Keith McHugh still defending behind. Up front, Andrew Mondragon takes the white flag. The next flag will end this race. Andrew Mondragon leads by 0.4 of a second. Rakobetes is giving it everything to just close that gap ever so slightly. But it's too little, too late, I think. As we come through turn 3 and through turn 4, the master of the Premier Series is back. 3 wins in 4. It's another duel. Andrew Mondragon wins the Patriot 200. What a race! What a race! What a race! What a race! This one will go down in history as one of the greatest races ANMRA will ever see. An absolute classic. Andrew Mondragon picks up his 3rd victory in 4 races. Rakobetes comes home 2nd and Keith McHugh comes home 3rd. Anyone in the top 11 of this race deserved to win it. Top 12, anyone deserved to win this race. This was simply incredible. And from 9th on the grid, Mondragon is a winner yet again. In fact, 9th, 10th and 11th finish 1, 2, 3. An hour and a half of racing. And what a race we have been treated to. All I've got to say is thank you so much for watching this race. We've been treated. Tom, I know you'll be watching this. The one race you can't commentate, and it's this one. It's this one. Incredible. Andrew Mondragon is your winner. I won't even bother going through the full finishing order. We'll just show off the finishing order. My voice is gone, but Andrew Mondragon is your winner. The next race, the next race is in Talladega. So expect more drama. We'll see you then. Thank you so much for watching this race. And goodbye.